What's up? This is Ace of Arms, or AO Arms, or Elijah, whatever you want to call me. And this is what you should be practicing at whatever level you're at. If you're an absolute balls-to-the-wall beginner, get one of these. And what the hell is this? This is a hand exerciser that you can get fairly cheaply, not just at a guitar store, but you can get one of these at like an outdoor sports store or any of the sort, maybe even at like a regular convenience store. And why you need one of these when you're starting out is because before you even get into anything technical, before you need anything coordination-wise, you need strength to even put your finger on the string. So a lot of people, when they first start out, they're like, oh man, I can't hold this chord. It must mean that I don't have any dexterity. Oh, I have fat fingers. My fingers are too skinny. My fingers are too this. And that's not necessarily the truth. The truth is that you can't push the damn string down. And it's just a problem that is unavoidable. I remember being around 15 or 16, being in class or whatever, and just, going away, and my teacher would get pissed at me, and I'd be like, oh, well, I have a finger condition, you know what I'm saying? I need to heal my fingers, but what I was actually doing was training for fucking guitar. So get one of these. Even if you're not in school, if you're just at the computer, you're typing away or some shit, or you're just chilling, just do this all the time. It'll work out so great. And then you could build the coordination because you actually have the strength to put your fingers down on the fretboard. If you're a little bit past that stage and you can do chords and such like that, make sure, obviously get your bar chords down. And an easy bar chord exercise to do is literally to just take a bar chord, almost like a reggae rhythm, put tension on the chord and then release it. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it down, I'm holding the chord down, and then I'm releasing it. Obviously that's exaggerated, but because basically you just want to get used to applying that chord over and over, or going from a bar chord to an open chord. Obviously, when you're new to that kind of stuff, your muscle memory isn't going to be that, fine-tuned like at a level that mine would be at. But, even if you have to take a little bit to set your fingers, as long as you're doing the motion, and you're doing it just over and over and over, but you're releasing that tension. That's the thing. You want to just put all the bar down. And if you can't even, if you're having trouble, even holding the bar chord down, if you did get one of these, you can do this. I usually just take two of the bars and I go like this. So you're squeezing it down like that. And that helps out a lot too. If you're just past that point and you want to start getting into more lead playing, the pentatonic scale is very important, and a lot of you probably already know what that is. For example, I am not in standard, so I'm going to be doing this on the 10th fret, but the pattern would be 5-8 on the low E string, 5-7 on the A string, 5-7 on the D, 5-7 on the G, 5-8 on the B, 5-8 on the high E. And the same works, backwards. But since I'm not in standard, that's going to be actually an E minor pentatonic. If you were in standard, this would be A minor, so it would sound more like this. So that's the fundamental scale that a lot of guitar players learn when they first learn, because it's so simple. There's only 2 fingers per string, and there's not a lot to go wrong. And how you can improvise with that is just, mixing it up a little bit. Add some bends, slide. Going back to the string you just came from, so example, like if you were on the high E and you went to the E, to the B, and you went to the G, but then you go back to the B, back back to the G. So kind of like going up 3, back 1, up 3, back 1. So it's just simple stuff like that that can really spice up your playing. For more advanced playing, if you already have a lot of that stuff down, you have it covered well, I'll be doing a further video, as it would take a lot more time to describe how to do that sort of stuff. You know, it would take countless videos to cover more advanced scales and stuff like that. So we're gonna leave it at that, just for the beginners, but then we're gonna start going to some more advanced shit.